Senator Power.
Thank you, Gerlach. I too would like to welcome the announcement of a commission of investigation into the mother and baby homes and the assurance that it will have full statutory powers. I understand that the cross-departmental group will report to government by the 30th of June and will be advising on the terms of reference. I too would like to join other senators in requesting that we would have an early debate this week ahead of that work, so that as members of the House, as members of the Oireachtas, we can feed into that process and make suggestions in relation to the terms of reference of the investigation. I think it's essential that it have a broad remit, that it consider all of the issues involved, including the conditions in the homes, the mortality rates, the issues of forced adoption, illegal adoption, the vaccine trials, medical research, and that indeed that it have powers of compellability. I also think it's essential that the government act now to seize and centralise all records in relation to adoption, including illegal adoption, and make them available to families. Many people have sought to go and find out about their birth parents, or indeed mothers have gone to try and find their children who were lost through illegal adoption, only to find themselves completely abandoned by the state, who has shirked all responsibility for this, said that it's a private matter that has nothing to do with them. And yet all over this country there are records in state offices of passports that were issued to facilitate adoptions to other countries. There's records in GP offices. There was a nurse's file found 10 years ago with the names of 1,000 babies and their original birth names and their birth mother's names and the adoptive families that they had been given to. I think it's incumbent, if the government is serious about this issue, that they would act to centralise all those files, to seize particularly the illegal adoption files, but also all the adoption files that are held on the records of agencies around this country. As the movie Philomena depicts, and it's not an uncommon experience, many of those agencies have gone out of their way to be deliberately evasive when people have looked for information. They haven't provided those records. I don't think they can be trusted to do so. I think that the state should seize all of that information. The HSE has some of it in respect of agencies that have closed, but not in respect to the others, and it should seize all of it. And I also think it's long past time that we acted to give proper rights to adopted people in this country. I was fortunate to find my mother after 28 years, but I'm one of a very small minority of people that were matched through the adoption preference register. People like me in almost every other country in Europe have an automatic entitlement to their birth cert at the age of 18, and Irish people should have that right too. And if we're serious with this issue and providing justice for people, it's not just about the past. This is the daily experience of thousands of mothers and babies in this country who were separated and just want to find each other and deserve support from their state.